Yeah, so I'm over here watching Big Mouth. I haven't watched Big Mouth since I was like 13. And so like that, I'm over here watching it, and I'm on episode 5. And this is usually the episode when like Jessie is like figuring out herself, like what she like sexually, her desires, and like also about this book, like basically how girls get turned on by things. And when I tell you, I love the horror monstress because she is so freaking funny. Like she is so funny, and it's so crazy. Like she is so funny. And honestly, I'm like dying over here. I'm over here like like what the heck am I watching? Like in a funny way. And it's a scene where Jesse's talking to her vagina, and so like that her vagina's like giving her a tour of everything down there and stuff like that. And I was like, why is this so relatable? As a guy, I feel like I feel like when you like look at your body, like your especially your down there and stuff like that, it's like you look at it and you be like, dang, this is where that's at, this is where that come out, this is where you feel this and stuff, because it's like learn it's I feel like being a human is amazing, and being like learning your body is amazing, because when you learn things about your body and when you can do with it, it's kind of crazy, because as a I feel like I feel like as a male, a lot of males don't talk about so I feel like a lot of males talk about it on Twitter than they do in real life. But a lot of people say like the head of the penis is like the more sensitive part of it, and everything else. And it's like and it's like when you're like doing your having fun time whatever, and it's like and you basically like you doing your thing and stuff like that. A lot of people say when you touch like the bottom of like the penis or whatever, like that's the sensitive part. And when they break it down, like what the clitoris does, like the clitoris basically like you feel, that's when you basically get your feeling, the feeling down there from. And I'm over here like, okay, period, all right. And it's like and then it's like that's when she was like, that's when it got to the part of whatever of the scene where she was like when she was like, yeah, and she was like, wait, I didn't know there was a second hole there. And at first she was like, technically you got three holes if you want to count, your butthole and stuff like that. And at first she was like, yeah, and she was like, yeah, I don't want to count and stuff like that. She was like, she's a real, and she ended up saying, basically like, ended up saying like a hole basically. When I tell you, I cracked up laughing. Like I never laughed so hard. I'm over here like, okay, yeah, this is giving. Why the heck? Why was I watching this when I was 13? And that's all I gotta say. But I let you guys some legend. Bye.